Unternehmen Seelöwe, or Operation Sea Lion, was Germany's code name for their planned invasion of the United Kingdom. It was to take place during the Battle of Britain, the large-scale air campaign between the Royal Air Force and the Luftwaffe. Providing armor support for the initial wave of assault troops was a critical concern for Sea Lion planners, and much effort was devoted to finding practical ways of rapidly getting armored fighting vehicles onto the invasion beaches in support of the first echelon. A specialized vehicle was also needed to carry troops and supplies to the shore. Actually, the German engineers had such a vehicle under development since 1935. The Landwasserschlepper, or land water tug, was a lightweight river tug with some capacity to operate on land. It was basically a tracked boat with twin rear-mounted propellers and twin rudders. It was intended to aid river crossing and bridging operations, and it was designed by Rheinmetall Borsig. By the autumn of 1940, 3 prototypes had been completed and were planned to take part in Operation Sea Lion. The German army wanted to use them for pulling ashore unpowered assault barges during the invasion and for towing vehicles across the beaches. They would also have been used to carry supplies directly ashore. This operation involved towing a large amphibious trailer which was capable of transporting 20 tons of freight behind the LWS. The Landwasserschlepper was demonstrated to General Franz Halder, Chief of Staff of the Army High Command, on the 2nd of August 1940. Halder was critical of its high silhouette on land, but he recognized the usefulness of the basic design. It was proposed to build enough LWS that each invasion barge could be assigned 1 or 2 of them, but difficulties in mass producing the vehicle prevented implementation of this plan. Due to protracted development, the Landwasserschlepper did not enter regular service until 1942, and though it proved useful in both the Eastern Front and North Africa, it was produced in only small numbers. But it is also true that the Landwasserschlepper remained operational until the last day of the war. It is interesting to note that in 1944 a completely new design was introduced, the Landwasserschlepper II. This vehicle was based on a Panzer IV tank chassis and featured a small raised armored driver's cabin and a flat rear deck with 4 fold-down intake and exhaust stacks. Altogether, only 2 prototypes were built. The first was completed in May of 1944 and the second a little later. This new variant incorporated some improvements. It was armored and had a lower profile. The method of deployment was to consist either in the classic form as a tractor for lighter loads behind the vehicle, or the 2 machines had to drag a pontoon on each other when overcoming a water obstacle, on which the load was to be transported. The set weight was around 40 tons. This combination of a pair of tractors and a pontoon was called the Panzerfahrer. The test results were favorable, but there was no series production and the entire project was cancelled in 1944. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and to make sure you don't miss my future work, please make sure you are subscribed to my channel and press the bell notification button. Thank you and see you in the next video.